and we're only going to run a bit of it. Right, so this is Southbridge to Highwood. Change that bit. And this one's by heyjoe. We've run some other heyjoe routes recently. Hello driver, you have a new Class 27 to drive on its first run with a passenger train to Southbridge. Reverse a couple up to your train waiting in Highwood down Main. Oh, when it says reverse, it's not joking. It really means it. Yes, this is the Southbridge to Highwood route. Route map while we're reversing. So we've got this is the top of the line at Highwood. Then you've got Northbridge. Is this High? That's Ashurst. Northbridge, and then it runs down to Southbridge. Now I think I've run Northbridge to Southbridge on the stream. So this is effectively the extension of it, which pushes it north from Northbridge to Highwood. Dr. Anthony, did I have to ask DGD to do my streams? Yes and no. It's complicated. Because I'm streaming Train Simulator. I work for the company that makes Train Simulator, and I'm reasonably senior in the company that makes Train Simulator. Oh, hang on. Oh no, Highwood down Main. I see, we're going past. Alright, I thought we needed to reverse and couple up. We've got to go past and come back on again. Or have we? Yes, there are coaches waiting for me down here. Nimmy boy, I can't change the head code in the middle of a scenario, so it's whatever the author has set it to. There's the coaches. Right, drive to Highwood Platform 2, pick up passengers. It's quite interesting, there's a few you talking about the Warrington Central route and train spotting scenario I did, and well, that's quite cool. When it went up on YouTube, there's actually a group at Warrington, not a train spanner, just trying to promote Warrington, I guess. They retweeted it. Oh, J50 for the win. One thing I like about heyjoe scenarios is they are not short of rolling stock. There's stuff all over the place. Ashurst platform 2. Let's just make sure we have the road. Yep, we have the road. Clear into Ashurst. Dick Airspeed, I'm afraid I can't talk about things that are happening at Dovetail and haven't been announced yet publicly. Eurist Magma, yes, this is a fictional route. heyjoe's routes are, I think they're all fictional routes. What GTT routes are on Steam Workshop? Well, I uploaded the 3 extra fictional routes from Railworks. So that's Semmering, not Semmering, Seabergbahn, Castle Rock, and Headborough North. Dragging those out of the memory. There's some really nice detail on this route again. It's a bit more spread out than the previous one we looked at, but it's still a reasonably complete scene. What DLC am I looking forward to the most? I don't know. 68 I am definitely looking forward to. Thank you very much, Dave. Right, we're cleared into Ashurst platform 2. How close am I to Dovetail? Do you mean physically? It's about a 2-mile walk that I do in the morning. Majestic Dogface. In reality, all 3, Seabergbahn, Castle Rock and Headborough North, are actually all based on real life routes. Seabergbahn is Interlaken. I can't remember where Headborough North is based on. But you're right, Castle Rock is based on the real route. Wow, this thing has got pants brakes. Henry Hoover. Why are you called Henry Hoover and not Henry Black 5? That's what I want. I mean, 50 is 10 times too many. Obviously it's Henry the Henry vacuum, but still. No, it's a green 5, Henry Hoover. It's green. It's not black. I can't fool you. I'm sorry. It's not, because it's green. It's not black, but it's a green 5. Drive to Northbridge and pick up passengers. Do not pass any signals of danger without permission. No. Samuel, what are the possibilities of DCG doing one of the tram train routes? I've got no idea, I'm afraid. And if I did, I couldn't say. Nico278 has given me permission to pass all reds. Excellent, thank you, Nico. Where did the Black 5 thing come from? It's Henry Hoover's favourite train. Nah, stick as Henry Hoover, Henry. At least we all know who you are. Otherwise you'll be sitting there one day and we'll all sit there going, where did Henry Hoover go then? We forget. Seljuk K, diesel oil is black, this is a diesel, therefore this is a black 5. There you go. Your logic is flawless, Seljuk K. Flawless. Hey, Zakavos. Oh, Globbits. Why do people make workshop scenarios and say you only wear down these DLC, download it and find a whole raft of other DLCs? Well, if you look at the tags on the workshop item, the tags are what the game believes is needed, regardless of what the author says is needed. And the tags should always be right, as long as they've only used Steam DLC. If they've used reskins, and the tag system doesn't help at all. And you have to rely on what the author says. But otherwise than that, the tags are what's correct, regardless of what's in the description. And the tags are based on what they've ticked in the way of assets. So they may have ticked, say to use this class 27, decided not to use the class 27, but then not unticked it. In which case, the class 27 will still show up as a dependency. Oh, hello. Train spotters up there. Hello, train spotters. The G-Tracks DLC, if you use any of them, it says you need all of them. Yeah, that's because of the cross dependencies, unfortunately. It's because they're all kind of in the same product provider folder. I don't think you actually need to own all of them. A game might get upset, but you can not run it from the workshop screen, run it from the drive, as long as you've got what is actually the right one. I think you should do that, Ian. Hey Ruben, if one of your scenarios has a Creek logos as one of the tags, but it isn't needed. Again, yes, that would be something that the tagging system can't really determine. Axig, no, Stevens Pass was a collaboration between G-Trax and Great Northerner. Hence GN Great Northerner TX G-Trax, GN TX. Great Northerner is the author of a lot of wagon packs. The Golden Age of Railroading is his website. He also did the Atlantic Bay Terminal route. Easy Kutcher, can you build your own buildings in DS? You can use something like Blender, or if you've got 3ds Max, you can use that. Not really fun horn. Yeah, if you've got Blender or Max or something like that, you can export models. Midford? Oh, Globbits. Oh, not off the top of my head is the answer to that. Send me a Twitch message, and I will see what I can find. Yeah, the route, the racetrack is still under Barnes because it was it technically is a Barnes project, and then G-Trax contracted and helped out. It's a subtle difference, but. Yes, I know, Connor. Alright, we've got Midford coming up. Good night, Trenton fan. Everyone talk about Black Fives. Henry Hoover is away, so we should start talking about Black Fives now. B. Harrison, what is the best way to drive a nighttime scenario when you can't see the railway tracks very well? You don't really need to see the railway tracks. What you need to know is where all the signals are, so you should be looking out for the signals. DKS Speed, I'm going to be doing... No, I'm not doing Rally to Charlotte. I'm doing... what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Genoa, Freeport and Old Forest Division are the two American routes that I'm going to do. I looked at the Rally to Charlotte one, but the scenery seems really, really sparse on it. So I thought I would hold fire and do that another time. BMJ Epic. Let me record a few first, and then we can look at it. Yeah, there isn't a particularly long journey on the Freeport sub, but I wanted to show some American content, and there's not an awful lot of it that I haven't already shown, because a lot of the workshop routes in America I've actually shown quite extensively, like the ones from LT Bly. That's Midford. We carry on, and we're going to go to Southbridge, and then we're going to go and stable up. What's my favourite workshop route? I don't know, A. Rubin. I mean, pretty much anything by LT Bly scores very highly with me. I'm really enjoying heyjoe's routes, actually. They've got a lot of character to them. Gav, you have a sense of deja vu. Why is that? Is this any planned scenario? I threw a whole pile of scenarios together before the stream today, just so that we could run up and down or run up each of the routes. So there's not much to these scenarios. This one actually I didn't. This scenario is actually Train Driver Challenge 67, which is another workshop scenario. Oglovitz watching the other day, and you want to say thanks because now you know how to control speed down hills using one stock handbrakes. Oh dear, which video was there? Favourite industrial or shunter steam loco? One of my favourite locos from MSTS days was in the Highwood branch. It was a Manning Wardle 060. It looked a bit like the precursor to a pannier tank. And it had no canopy on the driver's area. It was always quite a fun little loco to drive. Sort of 1890s vintage, I think. Hey Ruben, yes, I've been working on getting everything ready for tonight's stream for probably about 2.5, 3 hours. Getting all the workshop routes downloaded, load testing them, looking through them all, writing scenarios, getting the background images for the cab sorted. Checking rail driver works. It never ends. Yes, the NCAB mock-up link is broken, Zach. The article got removed when the website switched over. I'm going to write a new one and put it on my website. Just bear with me, and I will fix that up. Hey there, Thunderbolt. Dagdabos, this is a Class 27. It comes with scenarios for Western Lines of Scotland. Right, let's do the passenger load. Uncouple the locomotive, which is that one, and drive to loop shunt. Hey Ruben, I don't really like talking about sort of negative things like that. The line's changed, and we are going to Shed 2. Drive via Southbridge Loop to Southbridge Shed 2 with Class 27 will have some post-run checks. What, they're making sure that I didn't break it? I'll take that personally. Moricon, was this called a Type 2? Yes, it was. I believe the type was later embedded in the TOPS code, so 27s, 20s, and so forth were Type 2s, 37s Type 3, 47 Type 4. It only lasted like that for about 5 minutes, and then everything else came along and changed it, so you get the Class 800s and so forth. But I think that was how it was when it was all started. What's the route called on Workshop, Zach? This one is called Southbridge to Highwood. Shed 2. So that is the Southbridge to Highwood route. And next we're on to Middleton Junction. But before we start that, I need to go and open the door in the garage. It's getting very hot. I think my computer is getting a bit warm. So bear with me 1 second, folks. I'll be right back.